Tanu waited till the station chief had passed before making his move. The interior agent stood up from his desk, heading towards Agent Davak as she tapped at her computer. The tiny purple male knew he wasn't doing much on his own, but a couple of assets could fix that. "Hey, Davak," he said, with just a little hint of a lilt in his voice. "Hey, Tanu, what do you need?" The paunchy desk jockey seemed barely able to hide her excitement at actually talking to a male. "Someone to take you somewhere for the night? Give you a good time?" Tanu shook his head. The image of such things in his head immediately killed any desire for that to happen. "I need the files on interior activities in the Maryland region, going back to the beginning of the invasion. About 3 years. 3 human years." "Why? Does the station chief know about this?" "Can't tell you," Tanu said. "Blackmail time. He selected Davak for a reason. It's a secret. We all have secrets. Like, if I had a side gig helping a corrupt governess arrange off-world transports full of human boys, I'd want to keep that a secret." There had been a huge scandal. Governess Mistriva in Delaware had been kidnapping boys to sell to nobles everywhere. At his words, Agent Davak looked as if all the blood drained from her face. Tanu tutted. "Naughty, naughty. Now, if you can do a few favors for me, your secret is safe with me. Okay? I split those files in my crypto chat." He turned and walked away as Davak began getting on her Omnipad. As the girl who filed the expenses, she had access to all of that. "Oh, by the way, the station chief finds out about this, she finds out about you. Ta-ta." Tanu quickly sidled back over to his desk. He had scarcely sat back down when his Omnipad vibrated. How nice. A certain Agent Davak had sent him some files. He sat down and opened the first one, grinning. As he read through the files, his grin fell. Agent Nineveh was right. Something really bad was going on. It seemed that the interior had been moving supplies and, oh goddess above, people for something called purity control. The next file contained data on the Willamshire prison camp riots. Tanu had a hunch. He got on the crypto chat and sent a message to Nineveh before continuing with the files. There was another document on experiments. Something about using magnetic fields to edit human brain activity. Another purity control creation, it seemed. Or rather... oh. This was pre-that. The old Baroness probably actually wanted to help the mentally ill, and the Interior offered their help, along with a few other scientists and whatnot. As Tanu read through the science of it all, his eyes widened a little. Perhaps this planet would be worth more than Dick after all. I wanted to say I woke up on the operating table, but vets' offices didn't work like that. The operating table was scarcely large enough for me to lay my arms across. Instead, I was in a chair with my arms stretched across the table. My brain was weird fogged, but I could still tell I had all 5 fingers. "Oh, you're awake," Ali, the doctor said, walking in. "Good news, you get to keep all your fingers. Bad news, we have no idea how well your hand works. Other good news, Ox is a physical therapist and he's agreed to help you out." "Great." Speak of the devil. Ox appeared and passed me a tennis ball. "Squeeze the ball." "Okay. 1, 2... 3 fingers and a thumb wrapped around the ball. My ring finger curled in a little and stopped. I tried to push it and it started to hurt. What's more, I could grip the ball, but not hard." "Lack of responsiveness in the ring finger could indicate nerve damage," Ali muttered, as she typed something. "Tom, do you feel any pain in your hand?" I looked at her, stupidly. My hand just got ripped in half. "Good point. Any tingling? Numbness?" Now that she mentioned it, yeah, kind of a burning feeling too, in the fleshy bit between my thumb and finger. "Do you feel this?" Ox tapped the side of my hand. "Ow! Fuck!" "Definite nerve damage." Ali typed some more. "You'll need a serious doctor for that, not a vet and a gym instructor doing back alley." There was a knock at the door, right as Ox shot me up with some more painkillers. Ali held the gun behind her back as she went for the door. She came back a while later, looking disturbed. I'd been talking about things with my ketamine-addled brain, so I figured it was something I'd said. "We can't have more Marines poking around," she said. "Not with a terrorist doped up on painkillers in here. That is what you are, right? A terrorist?" Well, I wouldn't say it like that. Even that sentence took a lot of effort. "I don't care. Terrorist, freedom fighter, murderer, you kill people, and if I get caught harboring a murderer, I could lose my practice. Or worse." She took my hand and cuffed it to the radiator. "And I can't have you calling the rest of yourself for help." She took out my phone and snapped it in half. So there I was, busted hand, chained to the radiator, no way out. What did I do next? If you guessed be a sarcastic, self-depreciating asshole, you'd be right. Lady, I said, I broke into your clinic to steal drugs. You really think I'll be the kind of guy who was organised enough to have a terror cell? You are an idiot, she conceded. And when your condition improves, you're going to be handed over to the proper authorities. I paled. When I was in prison, there were rumours of scientists doing things to prisoners. Awful things. I never thought much of them, but people did disappear. I thought they just got transferred to another prison or killed or something. But I didn't ever want to find out. A few minutes ago, Captain Garafix stood outside the door to the... what was the human word? Veterinary office? The idea of a doctor who worked exclusively with animals was new to her, but struck her as the vocation of someone extremely kind. She couldn't imagine someone willingly working on a Turox. She knocked, and the door quickly opened a crack. She could see Ali, the animal doctor, through the door. Hey, Captain. Dr. Parker, we received reports of two figures snooping around here last night. Is everything okay in there? Ali looked embarrassed. Oh, yeah, just some idiot trying to get some painkillers after he hurt himself. No biggie. You know how hard painkillers are to get. Indeed, the Shorvanti had been coming down hard on narcotics. Opiates like codeine, oxycodone, even Vicodin were extremely hard to obtain without a medical license. Is he still there? Want me to call an ambulance? No, thank. Seagulls! The drunk-top idiot yelled. Stop it now! Ali sighed. We have it under control. We're giving him ketamine. Fun. Yep. The captain stood there, nonplussed. You have a kind heart, Doctor. Thanks. Ali sounded a little confused. The door quickly shut. Nineveh looked down at her omnipad. A message from Tanu over crypto chat. 2 words. Ulamshe Hele. Ulamshe Hele. Ulamshe Hele. What was... Oh. Oh! Nineveh quickly looked into the prisoner manifest from the prison. Why did that sound familiar? Oh, yes. The killer of the Baroness was there. Something else interesting, too. They had a former guard from round there in custody. Agent Nineveh ordered herself a one-on-one session with Shay Harren. She went down to the garage and jumped into a transport. As an agent of the interior, Nineveh was licensed to drive such things, and after sunning it out, she was off. Once she left the hangar, she zipped high into the sky, sailing over the countryside. As Nineveh drove to one of the interior's many military prisons, she plugged her omnipad into the vehicle's console and called up Commander Cosmonos. Commander? Agent Nineveh. Commander Rishi Cosmonos looked far better today. I may have found a lead. You know somebody named Shay Harren? Left lane. Rishi nodded. She was under my command during the initial invasion, lost both of her hands to the same man. After her family disowned her for religious reasons, I had her transferred away from the front line. Shame what happened to her. What happened? Rishi looked sad. Lost her mind. Turned on her sisters in arms during the riot at Ulamshe Hele. After that, she was imprisoned at a sea cage. Agent Nineveh shuddered. She'd heard rumours about the sea cage facility. It was a prison built into a human cargo ship moored in the Cheapspeak Bay. Those ships were claustrophobic at best. All right. Send me the prisoner information and I'll request a meeting. After a moment, the omnipad pinged. Rishi had delivered. Excellent. Agent Nineveh engaged the autopilot and sent the request. Confirmed. Agent Nineveh, please follow the assigned path. On the vehicle's screen, a path lit up, telling Agent Nineveh exactly where to go. Time to meet the resident traitor.